Also, I didn't have Sam's ability to stay at my girlfriend's parents' place. An inappropriately long period of time.
Brilliant.
So eventually, for those of you, and there's quite a few cyclists in this room, for those of you who know Sam, this went on for a number of years, this lifestyle. And he was a bloody good athlete, and he pretty much smashed everyone. And I'm sure there's all the cyclists out there have probably a lot of stories of Sam either smashing them or smashing himself in some race or training, and that's pretty much what he done. But an unfortunate sort of side effect of all this training and this lifestyle Sam had was that his quads actually grew as large as his credit card debt. And that was massive. However, things always have a habit of working out for Sam, and in a sort of happy-go-lucky, positive, way of life. And a saviour entered his life in the form of Sean. And luckily, Sean was a really good teacher. And using nursery rhymes and crayons, she actually managed to teach Sam how to use the washing machine. And quite an achievement. And also clean and cook something other than Macca's for dinner. So all very significant. And eventually she actually taught Sam how to work. And eventually his quads actually shrunk down to semi-normal proportions. Sam, being the bright boy that he was, knew that he was on the good thing. So he proposed. It was probably the best thing he'd ever done in his life. And yeah, here we are. So Sam, it's a privilege to be your friend. And it feels like a privilege to be able to spend this day with you. And I look forward to spending many more hours training and drinking coffee. That is when Sean lets you get away with the kids.
Well, next up we have our bridesmaids for this evening. If you could all put your hands together for our bridesmaids, Vivian.
With the three bridesmaids, Yvonne, Kaitlyn, and Vivian, have known Sean for a cumulative total of 76 years or at random times. I've only known Sam for a short amount of time, but I know that Sean and Sam were destined for each other and are perfect for each other. And I'm so glad that Sean has found the right path.
About 4 years ago, not long before Sean met Sam, we were at yoga, and she was having a daydream about what we look like and a type of bride she would like to have. And I'm positive that today has topped that daydream and become a reality. I've known Sean just shy of 30 years, and like my daughter Michaela, who is the gorgeous flower girl today, said to me, Sean and you are kind of like sisters because you grew up together. And she's right, we have a long history. Sitting down to write my part of this speech brought back a lot of childhood memories, like catching secret rings, surviving high school where we'd have sleepovers and stay up until ridiculous hours, family trips where you would be amused at how much I don't do camping, to you both. Now, I'd just like to end this with saying that if it weren't for me giving Sian the gentle kind push she needed into RSVP, she wouldn't have met Sam when she did. So you guys can thank me for by naming your third daughter Kaitlyn.
It's no secret that Sian met Sam online with Kaitlyn. However, I'm pretty sure not everybody knows the full story. Sian had recently signed up for RSVP and she had her eyes on one particular person. She showed me this person and she informed me that she was too nervous to do anything. Yep, Sian was an RSVP stalker. I recently checked out the statistics, and this poor young man was one of 307,000 men out there who are stalked annually online. To help Sian out, I sent this person a web kiss on her behalf. You're welcome. And then the emails between the two lovebirds started. This person that Sian was emailing turned out to be Vivian. Right from the beginning, it was clear that these two people had a special connection. They had a passion for exercise, love for the outdoors, and they enjoyed the finer things in life. Sam, a mellow, relaxed, super fit guy, found his equal in Sian, a down-to-earth, creative individual. What makes this relationship special is that these two people, as an example, Sam helped motivate Sian over a grueling 42-kilometre marathon. And Sian has woken up extremely early on multiple occasions to help support Sam to cross some crazy finishing line in some other place, you know. She doesn't want to. Sian is like a sister to me, and I'm so glad that I was able to see this relationship develop over the years, and I can't wait to see their relationship grow and develop into their own little stove family. Like there's more. They're going to have super fit, intelligent little babies that I just can't wait to spoil. Congratulations, Sian and Sam.
Thank you very much, girls. All right, next up, it's an honour to introduce the very proud father of the bride, Tony.
Speak there.
Well, Sam, just to start with, I'm very disappointed in your best man that he never approached me 2.5 years ago. I had to wait till tonight to find out exactly what went on. Anyway, Max has introduced me. I'm the father of the bride, and on behalf of Dorothy, the mother of the bride, is supporting me with the mic at the moment, and Sam's parents, Karen and Peter. We extend to everyone a very warm welcome on this very special day. We all know what the special day is. It's the day that Sian and Sam have made a very special dedication to each other, and they have bonded for all time into the future. We would like to thank those that have really travelled from long distances to come to this celebration. We have some friends here that have come all the way from Miami. Brother Lee and his wife come from New Zealand. We have Simon here from the UK. We've got friends from WA, and we also thank those guests that came from each state. It's great to have you here on this very special night for all of us. Well, yeah, Maloney, I guess, does count. I also take the opportunity to thank Karen and Peter for their generous contribution to this night, because without their kick-in, we probably would have a sausage sizzle. With beer, cask wine and karaoke. Is Marlene around, or has she gone home already? She might hear me then. We would like to thank also the Maloney Manor Management for all the support they've given us. They've taken a lot of stress off both families and putting this marvellous occasion together. And also all the other service providers that have worked to make this evening so special. So a very big thank you from all of us, including Sian and Sam. And I trust you all have a wonderful evening. You've had a great time to date, and I believe the dance floor will start to get very hot shortly. Today I'm the proudest father in the country. I can honestly say that, and I don't hear anyone that can dispute that. I'm very proud because I had the opportunity to accompany my daughter on the next journey in her life, one of the greatest adventures, marriage. And I won't say any more about that, but those that are there know that it has lots of rewards, lots of little problems along the way, nothing is perfect, but in the end, it's a great adventure. And I think that she, on the night, looks absolutely stunning. I often look in the mirror and wonder how this little mirror is that right, Dave? As parents, we always strive for the best for our children. And one of the things that I guess my father impressed on me was education was one of the greatest things that you can give to your children. And certainly we have given Sian every opportunity, and Dorothy and I are extremely proud of what she achieved. However, choosing a lifetime partner is something that we can't do for our kids. But Dorothy and I are delighted that she has found somebody special, someone that she cares for, someone she loves very much. I can't really remember who it is. It could have been Fergus, it could have been Frederick. Anyway, I guess I'll get it sometime. Looking back over the past 32 years, the time has really gone in a blink. We've had a lot of great times together as a family, and some of them are expressed in Sian's own words given to me when she was 12 years old. And I quote, "Dad, do you remember the time in the snow when we shoved it down your shirt? In the snow was my very first time, and I didn't know it could hurt." That's when I threw snowballs back. But what about the time in Kruger Park when the warthog came into our hut? I remember you said, "Go on, give it a pat," and I nearly did my nut. And who could forget Fraser when the dingo ran off with our cake? It was a Christmas one and you wanted it back because it took half a day to bake. And what about the turtle sands? I didn't think you'd remember. We used to go up near Christmas time, November or December. And what about those chrysanthemums that you used to grow? I can still remember the smell. That was a long time ago. The beach, now there's the place we've been. Mooloolabah's the best. We've been to a fair few, here and about. I'd need pages to remember the rest. Yes, we've had our fun in the past, it's true. More fun than I've ever had. And I'm glad that more fun is to come, because I like having fun with you, Dad. Well, kiddo, since this is written, we've had a lot of fun. We've been four-wheel driving along the coast from Cairns to Cooktown. We've explored the Clinton rock art at Laura. We've visited Yosemite when the bears were coming out of hibernation. We've walked down the Grand Canyon, top to bottom. We've walked the Milford Track. We've cooked Thai at the Spirit House, and we've recently explored Tuscany together. So we have had a lot of fun times. Today you've made a commitment to another man, and it's time for me to take a back seat. However, you know that whenever we're needed, Mum and I are here for both of you, to help you through life's continuing journey. And I guess we'll still have lots of time for fun. Dorothy and I first met Sam about 2.5 years ago. Rich, that's when you should have told me. Shortly after Sian started dating. The relationship developed quickly, and in no time at all, Sam had moved into her home and become In no time at all, I found there was nothing like yesterday's leftovers for lunch. Unknowingly, we had adopted an elite athlete who was at his full flight of training. We soon discovered Sam never ate meals, he just inhaled them. His and any other unconcerned morsel that was left on the table. At meal times it was a case of guard your plate or go hungry. However, we were quickly rewarded by the slight inconvenience by something magically happening. Love blossomed, and we saw the step and sparkle in our daughter's eye ignite. In July last year, I saw the traditional and the romantic side of Sam. We were in Europe to attend Yvonne and John's wedding, and by chance, Sam and I were left to our own devices because the girls went off to a hen's party. In a premeditated setup, Sam suggested we dine al fresco and guided me to a jaunty little cafe in the old part of Florence. Bustling and noisy, we sat down and absorbed the culture and ordered the food and beer. Then as I sat down to relax after a hard day on travelling on the train, out of nowhere Sian asked me for my hand. Sam asked me for the hand of my daughter. There was a short or maybe a long pause before I answered, because I really had to, it took me by surprise and I really had to search to find the words for a suitable reply. I guess I finally staggered out with the word, yes, it'll be okay. I guess my next memory was a beaming young man almost ripping the arm out of my socket, shaking my hand. And that's one thing I noticed about Sam, he's got a very strong handshake, a very good grip. I then saw the romantic side of Sam about a week later when he proposed to Sian on the Amalfi coast in Italy. A beautiful rustic coastline, one of Sian's favourite spots in Italy. So it was a really great scene to make the final request with his loved one. Now Sam, all this is history. And I've waited till today to give you the rest of my answer for the question you asked me in Florence. Sian, as we've already heard, has acquired my extremely good taste in wine and single malts, but they're also very expensive and she can't afford them at this time of life. I noted over our period when we fed you and housed you that you were also introduced very persistently and very persuasively by Sian to these fine bottled pleasures of life. you easily succumbed and accepted. Now, getting back to Florence, you never specified which one of my daughter's hands you wanted. And so the hand I give you tonight, it's a done deal. The hand I give you tonight is the hand that's been in my wallet for the last 32 years. You have it with my full blessing and deepest sympathy. I have no doubt in Sam's qualities for Sian as a husband. He balances her personality and patience with a steady hand and brings similar values and ethics to the union. But as a son-in-law, time will tell. I'm wondering if he's going to pop up to Woodgate each Sunday, or whether I've still got to mow the lawns and clean the cars. Seriously, Sam, Dorothy and I very warmly welcome you into our family. We have been bystanders while your romance has blossomed with our daughter, and we completely approve of your choice. We've enjoyed our time with your parents, your brother, your sister, their partners, and we hope and look forward to further family gatherings in the future, which, looking around at the partners and the sister, it looks like that family group is going to expand quite rapidly. And in conclusion, I would like to leave you with my 5 key points for the future. Life doesn't come wrapped in a bow, but it's still a gift. Live to the full and do something useful every day. Your dreams are only limited by the effort you put into making them come true. You don't have to win every argument, even if you're right. I'll take that. Pay off your credit cards every month. And for you, kiddo, when it comes to chocolate, resistance is futile. Enjoy. It is now my great pleasure to propose a toast to the happy couple. Please be upstanding and raise your glasses to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs.
Thank you very much, Tony. And now it's a big pride to introduce the man of the hour and arguably the greatest quads in the house. The groom, Sam Stowe. Thank you.
Oh dear. I have written a speech. I think after what has preceded me, I'm going to have to modify it a little bit. But on behalf of my wife and I would like to say many words of thanks. It does seem like an age ago that I proposed to Sian in the beautiful little portside town of Porto Venere, and she foolishly said yes. But I'm very happy that she did. I did want to thank everybody that has come from far and near, Delaney or UK or wherever you've come from. I'm grateful for everybody to be here tonight. It's amazing to be surrounded by such supportive friends and family. So thank you everybody for your participation in our special day. Thanks Rich for dropping me in it. and Tony for following up in those sentiments. You have seen some of my shortcomings, but also some of my assets as well. I like to think I'm a late starter. I have got my fun times out of the way, and hopefully with a bit of hard work I can repay everyone for the amazing fortune that I've had so far. Yes, so let me continue with what I had written. Thank you to the beautiful bridesmaids, Vivian, Kaitlyn, and Yvonne. You guys all look stunning tonight, as I expected you would. Thank you not only for your support for Sean in the lead up to this event, but also for your continued friendship, which, as you said, amounts to 76 years, which blows me away. But, yeah, she did tell me that on the profile. But yes, it means a lot to her, and it also therefore means a lot to me, so thank you. Thank you very much to my groomsmen for being here with me tonight. Sometimes I wonder about their intentions for me, but I'm grateful for their company, and they've made my day so much easier. They did organise an amazing bucks party for me, but it was disastrously rained off by a cyclone. So we had to settle with a party on the coast. I turned out to be pretty good, also I've heard. So it wasn't a total loss. A sincere and humble thanks to my parents for helping me to be me. I mean that in a nice way. Whatever that means. What I mean to say is that I know my family is my greatest asset, and I wouldn't be who I am today without their support and love. I am such a lucky guy to have such an amazing family in my mum, my dad, my sister and my brother, and our rapidly expanded family as well. Yeah, Dad, I know you were worried 18 years ago or more when we first moved out to Australia, when you brought us out here, worried that we'd be able to continue our lives and adjust successfully, but you need not have worried. As you can see, we've all thrived. I speak on behalf of my brother and sister at least. And I could not ask for a more loving, caring and supportive family environment. And our lives are more amazing than I could have possibly hoped for. And I'm extremely happy that you've welcomed Sean and Tony and Dorothy and their family into our family with open arms. And I know along with Shannon and Jason's family, our family unit has become so much greater, and I look forward to our combined futures. And I know that Sean is extremely happy to be able to call you part of her family now too. So thank you all again, my family, very much. I love you all, and I'm very grateful. I obviously thank you very much to Tony and Dorothy for your amazing support over the last few years. You've been very welcoming since I first met you, those 2.5 years ago, and soon after you became my landlords. Unsuspectingly. It wasn't in my plan. But stars align. There have been many changes in our lives over the last few years. Sean has learned to embrace teaching again, and she's now thriving in it, which I'm loving to see. I have obviously embarked on a new career as well, which I'm also thoroughly enjoying, and I've retired my quads from those long years of training, long hours of training. But one thing that has been constant over that whole time is your love and support, and I'm sincerely grateful for that. We've gotten to know each other very well over many family meals together, although I didn't realise I was inhaling them. You were guarding your plates with such care. I was obviously very grateful. I was capable of cooking all the McDonald's for myself. But that point is yet to be proven. We had many awesome family meals together, many bottles of fine red wine, as you have already mentioned, and good Scotch, which I was not in your house to consume until you all introduced me to it. What a good thing it was. Sean and I always look forward to our trips to Woodgate now, as we know it's such an awesome place where we can relax and enjoy good company.
And food.
And as you all have alluded to, I don't mind being a guinea pig for your latest cooking adventures. But the company's enough. Thank you also for accepting me into your family and trusting me with the care of your beautiful daughter, Sharon. Thank you very much for raising her to be the amazing, intelligent, curious and vibrant person that she is. I'm extremely grateful for that. These are some of the many things that I love about her. So, thank you also to Tony and Dorothy and to Mum and Dad for organising this amazing day. It's amazing to be in such a great venue with such an amazing bunch of people, great friends and family. Thank you everybody who's helped make today such a special day. You, all the guests, for being here to help us party. Nikki for all her tireless organising. Yeah. I know that she'll make a great celebrant one day. And Shannon for being your usual enthusiastic self and so happy and fun to be around. Jason for your awesome woodwork skills and making that beautiful box that our wine is now containing.
Video of the box?
Hello to those people who are videoing too. Yeah, I'm so stoked that our family is expanded and that we can all be family together. So yes, this will be a day that we will always cherish, and I'm grateful for all of you for being here with us. Finally, a big thank you to my beautiful wife, Sean. You look amazing tonight, more beautiful than I could have possibly imagined. I've loved every moment that we've spent together over the last few years. Your enthusiasm for life continues to inspire me. I love the passion that you put into everything that you do. Whether it be teaching maths to your kids, growing your ferns, cooking us awesome meals, or changing the colour of our furniture. Again, I love you very much, and I can't wait for the rest of our lives together. So, toast to Sean. Now let the party commence.
We're standing in the middle, I'll stand here. They were great speeches, well done guys. And now just lastly, Vivian's prepared a very special video for those of you that didn't have the pleasure of watching Sam and Sean grow up. She's put a very special video together, so get ready for a cuteness overload. So there's one over there and one screen there.